We will be going in then to the lower bracket finals, and the winner of this will have to then go through and play Existence and take 2 rounds off them. But still, they have a task, both of these teams now, and a hard one to overcome. So anyway, GotGame East then versus Nihilum Plasma, America versus Europe, and Koala is from England. Both his teammates, Papercat and Inflame from Germany. So we've got everything here for us in Cologne. English and the Germans, and then across the bottom of your screen, that's going to be GotGame East. Obviously, we followed them before, so you know who they are on the same lineup. So let's see how this goes for either of these teams. There's round 1 then for Nihilum versus GGE. I'm following Papercat, but I'm going to switch over to Happy Minty, making his way around Blade's Edge. So Blade's Edge then probably favouring, well, I'm not sure if it does favour really anybody, but still, we've seen having the Blade's Edge various times. Sprint popped. Inflame looked like he got a glimpse of Happy Minty there and runs back, and he did get a glimpse and gets Happy Minty out of combat. And, well, Happy Minty now throws an early blind, was that I did see. And there's also a counter spell then onto Koala. Runs in, pets up, a war stump on the pet, and also a fear. That's an intimidating shout to get rid of that pet. So good work there from Papercat, and he's doing exactly what he said he should have been doing yesterday, which is putting on a lot of pressure onto the mage Venruki. But still, look at Soda, so low. Let's go switch over to him as he sits under pressure from Papercat. And, well, you know, brilliant play really from the Nihilum, and I could give my analysis in a second, but Matt, here comes a Starfire. Go on, Starfire. Boom.
Yeah, it started off really good for GotGame East. So I think Koala used an early trinket on that blind that Happy Minty chucked over, and then yeah, well, so it started off well.
Good analysis. Good analysis. Yeah, so you know, you say it started well for GotGame East. I think it started bad. Inflame got a glimpse of Happy Minty, pulled him out of stealth there. Yes, there was a blind, there was a trinket. We also saw a counter spell onto Koala as well. I do think there was actually a spell log onto Soda at the same time. This meant really, because of all the pressure onto that mage, Inflame was dotting up also Soda and the mage. As soon as the mage went into Ice Block, Soda obviously cared more about his teammate than himself, dropped down, you know, to a reasonable HP to be killed in, and then there came the switch. Venruki could have maybe, I wouldn't say maybe, you never really want to go in Ice Block when the pet's up, but could have gone for a more aggressive Ice Block. But also, how horrible was it for GotGame East? No real damage from Venruki whatsoever, as he lost, actually, just to check. Venruki, yeah, well, he did 14k, so still more than Happy Minty. But, I mean, didn't get to utilize his pet that much.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been such a difficult job for Soda. He, you know, against this Nihilum team, you really just have to be just spamming life blooms like a madman, you know, and you have to keep all your teammates hotted up the whole time, because as soon as one of you drops down, Papercat is going to take an advantage of that, and, you know, Inflame, Papercat going to come together and, you know, just do some brutal damage. Yeah,
and that's the standard tactic of Warrior Lock Druid, is to kind of, you know, concentrate damage with your Warrior on one target, but while have your Warlock setting up a second additional target available to switch and kill. As we saw in the interview, Yudi said if someone said that was an easy setup to play, what would you say? It's a simpler strategy-wise, maybe, but to actually execute it well is, you know, very difficult. You know, you have to have your team available to switch, which is mainly Papercat, but also Inflame, you know, available to dot up those other 2 members if he decides to. And also, I mean, Inflame's decisions are probably one of the most important in the game there.
Yeah, of course, every single class and every single setup you play in WoW requires a slightly different skill set. Some classes need more reactions, other classes need more coordination and are more about teamwork. So it's really hard to measure skill in Warcraft, unlike Counter-Strike or COD 4, for example.